Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video. And I actually got tagged by Manny to do my top 15 Scream Factory movies. Now if you're not subscribed to Manny, I'll be leaving his channel link in the description box. He's a great YouTuber. We've been pretty good mates for a while now, subbed to each other for ages, and he has very similar content to mine, so I highly recommend checking him out. He's been uploading a lot of videos recently, which is awesome. So yeah, his channel link will be left in the description box. Anyway, he created a pretty awesome video talking about his top 15 Scream Factory movies. And at first, when I got tagged, I wasn't too sure whether I could do 15, but I did a quick count and I owned a few more Scream Factories than I thought, so I can do a top 15, which is awesome. Now, I'm kind of missing a lot of movies from Scream Factory simply because I own them on other labels, so there's not really much point me double dipping, and a lot of them would have been on the list, but I can't include them, so for now this is my 15 or my top 15 Scream Factory movies. So these aren't really in any particular order except for my top 5. So to kick things off, we have Deadly Blessing. And this is really underrated. It's a Wes Craven movie, and I'd seen it a few times before picking up this release, and I was pretty pleased to see Scream Factory release this one. I've always enjoyed it. It's got a lot of different elements to the movie, supernatural, creature feature, and even some slasher elements. The characters are pretty cool, and it's really creepy, so that's Deadly Blessing. Next up we have Death Valley, and I'd never seen this before picking this release up, and I'm really glad that I picked this one up because it's really good. It's about a family on vacation and they're pretty much stalked by a murderer, especially the young boy who's played by Peter Billingsley from A Christmas Story. There's some great scenes in this. I especially like the scene between the killer and Peter at the attraction when they're sort of playing cat and mouse with each other. They're really good. Next we have Terror Train. I'm sure everyone is pretty familiar with this slasher movie with Jamie Lee Curtis. I wouldn't say it's one of my all-time favourite slashers, but I do really enjoy this one. I especially love the setting, and the killer's pretty awesome, how he changes disguises throughout the film. Next up we have The Final Terror, and I was really happy when Scream Factory announced this release. This is another really good slasher film. It's really underrated and pretty obscure. The body count's nothing special, it's not very high, but the thing that I love most about this movie is the setting. The forest setting is so well done, and it's just awesome. So these are the sort of films that I like to see Scream release, and that's The Final Terror. Next up we have Prison. This one is one that I don't really hear too many people ever talk about, but it's really good. I love the setting in the prison. It's a supernatural horror movie and really well done. Pretty cool characters and pretty creepy. Next up we have The Town That Dreaded Sundown, and I know this movie gets a lot of mixed opinions, but I really like it. Sure, some of the comedy elements are a little bit silly and overdone, but apart from that, it's a really solid 70s film. I love the killer, he's pretty creepy, and I love the way he looks, so that's The Town That Dreaded Sundown. This was another slasher that I was really excited that Scream put out, and that's Final Exam. I think this is really underrated. Not a lot of people ever seem to give this movie high praise. From a sort of slasher element standpoint, it's honestly nothing too special, and the killer's pretty basic. But the thing that I've always really enjoyed with this movie is the characters. The cast of characters is really solid. They've got pretty good story development, and I also really love the campus setting. So that's Final Exam. Next up we have a slasher classic, and that is The Burning. Scream Factory were the first company to release this bad boy onto Blu-ray, and boy was I ecstatic when this film got announced. Always been one of my favourites. I love camp-themed slasher films, and this has some pretty awesome kills and gore effects, and Cropsy's a pretty badass slasher villain, so that's The Burning. Next up we have The Fog, which is another John Carpenter classic, and this is a great movie. Absolutely fantastic atmosphere throughout this film. Really solid cast of characters as well, and yeah, this is just a excellently done ghost story. Next up we have Day of the Dead, and this is my favourite zombie film of all time. I will admit I wasn't overly excited when Scream Factory announced this title because I already own multiple editions on Blu-ray of this already. But being a die-hard fan of this film, I had to pick up this release, and this is a really solid Blu-ray release. Yeah, great presentation, great special features, and awesome commissioned artwork. So Day of the Dead, what can I say, my favourite zombie film, probably my favourite gore effects of all time within this movie as well, so had to be on the list. Alrighty, now we are down to my top 5. We have Night of the Demons at number 5. I was absolutely ecstatic when Scream released this, first time on the Blu-ray format. This is 80s horror at its best, you know. Awesome effects within this movie. Cool cast of characters. Great setting. Just absolutely pretty much everything that you'd want out of a really good 80s horror movie. So that's Night of the Demons. Sitting at number 4 we have Sleepaway Camp, and I actually revisited this one fairly recently after probably a couple of years not seeing it, and I actually forgot how much I love this movie. One of my favourite 80s slasher films for a lot of reasons. You know, I love the camp theme setting. I love how the cast of characters are actually camper age. The young campers within this movie, and I think that just makes the movie a lot more believable and a lot more interesting. The killer in this one, Angela, she is absolutely awesome. You know, the reveal at the end, pretty shocking, and yeah, this one has some pretty cool characters, some pretty neat deaths as well. Absolute slasher classic, Sleepaway Camp. And I'm really looking forward to the releases of part 2 and 3. Sitting at number 3 we have Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers. And the light came on the camera, sorry about that. But yeah, I decided not to show the Halloween box set in this video for a few reasons. Mainly because most of the movies, in fact all of the movies, have been released on multiple Blu-ray editions prior to Scream releasing it. So I decided to do something a little bit different and include or talk about what I consider to be the best edition from that set, and that is Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers. From a movie standpoint, I love the movie. It's not my absolute favourite within the franchise, but I had to include this on the list for the producer's cut. The producer's cut is the better version in my opinion, and this is such an awesome release. I love the producer's cut of Curse of Michael Myers. I think it's an awesome movie. I love the mask within this movie. It's probably my favourite mask within the franchise actually. Has some really awesome death scenes in it as well. And the special features on this release are really impressive. So that's Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Sitting at number 2 we have Halloween 2, and this is a standalone release. This was one of the very first Scream Factory releases, and I was really happy when they released this movie. It's my second favourite Halloween film. You know, it's a great follow-up to the original movie, and it quite possibly has my favourite Michael Myers in this one. Donald Pleasence and Jamie Lee Curtis return, obviously, and I love how the kills are slightly more brutal in this movie, and I love the hospital setting, so that's Halloween 2. And sitting at number 1 is this little double feature right here, but we're going to talk about TerrorVision, because that is my preferred movie out of the two. And I know this video really isn't about the releases as such, but this is my all-time favourite Scream Factory release. You know, so impressed with this edition. Both of these movies are awesome double features together, and this is the first time that both films have been released on a disc-based format, I believe. Especially Blu-ray, the first time on Blu-ray, and I'm pretty sure DVD as well. Great list of special features. I love the menus. But anyway, back to TerrorVision. TerrorVision is super cheesy. It's a great 80s movie about an alien coming out of the TV, essentially, and disrupting a pretty out there and wacky family. So, yeah, TerrorVision is my number 1. Alright guys, so that does it for my top 15 Scream Factory movies. Thanks Manny once again for tagging me. And guys, if you want to get involved with this and do your top 15 or top 10 Scream Factory movies, please do so. And thank you for watching.